Today's show, we have news about off-roading with the new vehicles for car rides coming to the Magic Kingdom, a sneak peek at Scary Good New Monsters Inc. coaster, includes a vertical lift at the studios, and so much more on today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast, your Disney infotainment podcast. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times and get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
This show is sponsored by Disney and South by Southwest. No, I'm kidding.
Shameless plug, no thank you, but yes.
If you don't know, Disney was at South by Southwest, and we're going to talk a lot about the crazy things they dropped on us. So anyway, as we'd like to just remind you, if you are not watching this live, you can be on Mondays on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Please click the little bell, get a reminder, give us a nice little thumbs up. All of that is fun.
And every thumbs up you can find.
That's correct. It's fun to do. Just go through all of our videos and give them all a thumb up while you're there. That would be very nice. There's only
stars,
859 of them, so it shouldn't take you very long. Just a couple minutes.
Consider it like binge watching, but you just binge thumbing up.
Yep. And then if you like the antics on this show, we got 2 other shows on Patreon that you can subscribe to, or if the topics are interesting, you can just buy them one at a time. So you can do that too. And that is at patreon.com.
If these antics you think are good, you should really see the other ones.
Yeah. / Disney Parks Podcast. And if you'd like to go help us, we have some great shirts and all kinds of stuff in our Stitch in Time store on Etsy. Go to stitchintime00.etsy.com and purchase something nice. We have some great yard flags if you need a nice yard flag. Yeah, go check those out. All right. Hey, this week's show is still sponsored by our friends at DVCBYResale.com. This is the place you need to buy your points. If you're new to DVC, please go check out their listings. They're all fresh. They're all ready to go take a look at. If you need some additional points, this is a great place to get some additional points at a fraction of the cost. So once again, it's DVC by Resale. It's your go-to source for buying and selling. If you're fed up with Disney and you've gone on all the Disney vacations you could possibly go on, well, they can help you get rid of your Disney Vacation Club membership and put some cash in your pocket. Maybe you can use that to go on a different vacation somewhere else. With DVC by Resale, you can unlock the magic of Disney vacations year after year without paying the full price. Their expert team gives you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth, hassle-free experience, whether you're buying your dream DVC or selling your dream DVC. No hidden fees, no stress, just pixie-dusted savings. With DVCBYResale.com, go browse the listings, compare prices, start making your Disney dreams come true. You can contact them at 1-800-844-4099 if you have any questions about buying or if you have questions about selling. This is the place to do it. So go check them out. Tell them, please, if you go and you click on one of the items they're selling, whether it's Bay Lake or Saratoga Springs, there is a drop down. Where did you get referred? Please select the Disney Parks Podcast. Or if you're calling them, please say the Disney Parks Podcast sent you. Alrighty. Did you do anything Disney this weekend, Mr. James?
I did do Disney this week.
Please do tell.
Yes, I did a little trip into Epcot for the opening busy week that they call Flower and Garden Festival.
No. This is called the preview of Food and Wine.
Yes. The preamble.
The preview of the Flower and Food and Wine.
It's Flower and Food Festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was down there and taking a walk, seeing the flowers and looking at the food.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
they have some. What's that?
No, go ahead.
No, they have some really good topiaries this year. A lot of nice ones. Connections is actually really good. They got a nice setup in there as well. Yeah. So looked at some of the food, didn't really try any. I think this point in time they need to create Fast Pass for the food, or some kind of lightning lane.
Right.
But that's just my honest opinion. So did that. Went over to Disney Springs. Stopped at my usual place for a church prayer and food, boathouse. And then tomorrow back to Disney Springs. We did a movie double feature and a little lunch at Splitsville.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little Disney busyness for the weekend.
Yeah. What was it? Friday we went to the studios. Went over to the
Nice.
studios on Friday. It wasn't too crowded. It's the pre-spring break mayhem that's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad.
This is that last week.
Yeah. Listen, it'll get crowded. It'll get crowded. But we had a good time. There was a friend of mine from Jersey came down with his kids and some the kids' friends and stuff like that. But
Nice.
one thing I did want to talk about is, nowadays when you go to a Disney park, the next day you get a survey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I usually take them because I'm always interested in what Disney's asking. What are they trying to figure out from the guests? And there was a couple questions. So one question was which rides or attractions or shows did you partake in? And we only had a special fast pass for any attraction that day, because we had a thing which I'm not going to get into. So we went on Toy Story Mania. So I tick off. We went and did Toy Story Mania, and that's all we did. We were just hanging out with the friends. They went on attractions, and we were just shopping around and strolling around and just enjoying the beautiful weather on Friday.
That was good.
So after I ticked that, I only did one thing. The next question was, why did you only do one thing? And I said, A, nobody should be paying for fast passes. That is stupid. And second is, I'm not waiting in a line for 75 minutes to go see anything in a Disney park. So we'll see how they do with that. But later on in the survey, they had this list of all of the attractions in the park. So it was attractions down the left-hand side in a column, and then there was little tick boxes. And across the top, you had to choose how you classified this. And the choices were iconic, meaning that this should not leave the park. Insensitive, meaning that this is insensitive to your personal feelings. Personal favorite. Immersive, meaning it had an immersive experience. It was dated, which means it needs an update. Or boring. And the two other choices after were that is I'm not familiar with this attraction, and then none of these. So you had to rank all the attractions in the park with one of these things: iconic, insensitive, personal, favorite, immersive, dated, boring, or not familiar. I found that very interesting that they were, trying to figure out. I'm thinking to myself, why would they do? Are they? I guess people are concerned about some of the things closing over in, where Muppet is. that whole courtyard. Muppet Courtyard? Are they worried about things closing there and people were concerned, so they wanted to get a feedback on, are people clicking iconic for the Muppet 3D Vision Theater I don't know. So it's interesting. It's very interesting what Disney does with this info, you know. So anyway, and I always love the last question they ask. Can we add this survey to all the other information we've collected about you to get a better complete picture of your visits to Disney World?
I don't know if that's a good idea, but
Do
sure.
you really need
go
to
ahead.
add something
Thanks.
to my file?
Why not? Please
Am
help
I
me
not-
out.
Am I not using a whole entire server now? Do you really need to add more to that?
I got you. Maybe 2 at this point.
This one
I
labeled Mr. Casanova server.
I got to buy more cloud storage.
Exactly. Well, maybe it could be Elastic Cloud Storage, which just keeps consuming until it's done. Anyway, that's an IT thing.
There you go.
All right, enough of that
All right.
chit chat, bubble babble, flim flam.
Yep.
What's the first interesting thing we got from South by Southwest?
So, go off-roading with new vehicles for Cars Ride. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
A new Cars-themed attraction is coming to the Magic Kingdom sometime at Walt Disney World, where Lightning McQueen, Mater, and friends leave Radiator Springs for an off-road adventure. At SXSW, South by Southwest, Pixar's Pete Docter and Imagineer's Michael Hudgen revealed that the ride will feature a brand new type of ride vehicle designed to provide an emotional and immersive experience. Since no existing vehicle meets their needs, the team is developing one from scratch. To ensure authenticity, Imagineers tested real off-road vehicles in the Arizona desert and worked with a motocross company to build a dirt track for research. Using sensor-equipped prototypes, they're collecting data to engineer vehicles that mimic real off-road racing. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Pixar is also creating a new race car personalities for the ride, with each vehicle featuring a unique name and number. Concept sketches teased at South by Southwest hint a exciting new design.
Yeah. You can go to South by Southwest has I think it's about an hour-long video where they talk about all these things that we're kind of summarizing here. But it's very cool. I mean, the ride vehicle, they were swapping out different suspensions to see if it would change the ride feel, and then collecting that data to see, how bumpy or not bumpy they can make it. So, very, very cool stuff. At least they're doing their research. They're not just, taking something like, the dinosaur ride vehicle and slamming it in this thing, right?
You mean the chiropractic ride of wonders?
Yes, exactly.
It's fun. I like dinosaur.
Yeah. So at least they're doing something else. Next up, Monsters Inc. is coming. Believe it or not, it's real now, kids. We've probably spoke about it for the last 10 years. Now it's finally coming. But they've added this very interesting thing. It's going to actually have the first ever vertical lift. So Pixar and Walt Disney Imagineering are bringing Monstropolis from Monsters Inc. to life at the studios, featuring a thrilling roller coaster through the iconic door vault. At South by Southwest, Pete Docter and again Imagineer Michael Hudgens shared that this will be Disney Parks' first ever suspended coaster with a vertical lift. Riders will actually be hoisted into the air, just like in the movie, before zooming through the vault for an exhilarating experience. Now, let me describe a little bit. So, on one side in the load area, there's a track, and then after they unload from the other side, it spins around, comes to this side, people get on, and then it's lifted up and connected to the main track, and off you go. And then when you come in, and then you're lowered down to the ground, and then it goes back up, comes around to the other side, lowers back. So you're actually hoisted up in the air and then shot off into the coaster. Go watch the video.
It's going to be like a carousel / rotisserie rotating loading dock. So it spins in a circle just to load more cars or trains.
It's let's call it a vehicle for lack of better terminology. Each vehicle will be like 2 people sitting next to each other. So 2. And I think I was counting about 12 people per train.
It sounds about right. 10 to 12.
Yeah. So it looks very cool. I am stoked.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to wait quite a long time. I don't think we're going to see this until like 2027. If I was going to guess.
Is Tony going to get on it?
Oh, God, yes. I'll get on everything once. Okay. I got on Guardians twice in a row, right?
Wow. You did Tiana's. That was that.
Yeah. That's a one and done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't need to see that again. Anyway.
Yep. Up next, the new details for Mando and Grogu's Millennium Falcon mission has been revealed. Ooh.
Nice.
A new Mandalorian-themed adventure is coming to Star Wars Galaxy Edge at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland on May 22nd, 2026. The same day as the Mandalorian and Grogu movie debuts. Revealed at South by Southwest, the Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau and Imagineers Leslie Evans and Asa Kamala shared that Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run will receive a new mission featuring Din Djarin and Grogu. The attraction won't retell the movie's events, but will let guests experience a parallel universe, visiting familiar Star Wars locations like Cloud City. Additional BDX droids seen at Disneyland will expand to other parks, and even appear in the upcoming film. Otto, an Anzilian droid mechanic, will also join the park straight from The Rise of Skywalker and The Mandalorian. Prepare for lightspeed travel, and this immersive Star Wars experience arrives in 2026. Hooray!
So, does this change like the gameplay in there? You know, you have the pilots, the engineer, the co-pilot. Is that going to change what they do? Probably not.
It hasn't said, so I don't think so. Because we would have to be heard about that by now. You would think.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to be the gunner guy on the Millennium Falcon. I wanted to be able to sit in that little thing that swiveled and shoot Darth Vader's little ship out of the sky. I don't need to be Mandalorian. Anyway, it's just me. All right, how about a little word from our travel sponsor, Destinations to Travel.
Pack your bags, let's fly away. Dreams come true every day. Beach or mountain you decide. Destinations by your side. Destinations to travel, where the world is yours. Destinations to travel, where the world is yours. Passport ready, let's explore. New adventures, more and more. From the city lights to seas. Discover places, feel the breeze. Destinations to travel, where the world is yours. Destinations to travel, where the world is yours.
All right, if you're booking a trip to Disney, Disneyland, Adventure by Disney, Disney Cruise, or even just anything, Royal Caribbean, Sandals, whatever it is, a trip to South Africa for a month on a safari, contact Destination to Travel. You can do that by going to DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, the number 2, the word travel. All right. Also at South by Southwest, we had a surprise visit by none other than Mr. Robert Downey Jr. He was at the Disney Experience panel with Avengers Campus updates. Lay it out, Mr. Downey. So, in Disneyland, they're getting 2 new attractions, which are coming to the Avenger Campus at Disney's California Adventure, which was announced at South by Southwest. Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige and Imagineer Chief Bruce Vaughn shared new details about these cutting-edge experiences. One is Avengers Affinity Defense. You can join the Avengers in an epic battle against King Thanos across multiple worlds. Fight alongside the Black Panther, Ant-Man, Hulk, and more to save the universe once again. Gotta watch the video for that. Very interesting. And the second attraction they're getting is called Stark Flight Lab. So you step inside Tony Stark's workshop to test his latest tech. Guests will ride in a gyrokinetic pods moving along a track before being hoisted into the air by a giant robot arm for high-speed maneuvers inspired by Iron Man and other Avengers. Robert Downey Jr. made a surprise appearance, parsing Imagineers as the living embodiment of Stark Enterprise mission. He even helped incorporate Dumb E, Tony Stark robotic assistant, into the attraction. This never-before-seen ride technology makes Stark Flight Lab one of the most innovative attractions yet. And I wouldn't be surprised if this wins an IAPA award once it's out there in the wild. So, yeah, 2 new great attractions at, and you got to go watch the video for both of these. They're both very interesting. And Robert promised to be hands-on, that he will be making sure that this is everything it should be and then some. So
And
that's always nice to
don't
hear.
put it past him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
It'll
It'd
be
be
cool.
interesting. I did see the model on the Flight Lab, though. I'll have
Yeah.
to check the other one out. That robotic thing is very interesting.
Yeah, think of, do you remember at Epcot, that robotic arm thing you would get in? It's kind of like that,
Yep.
except and it's funny, they had a choreographed dancers be like these arm
Yep.
things, so they're all going at the same time, which is very interesting and cool
Yep.
to watch. If they get it to do that all at the same time, it'll be very cool to watch. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So
We'll wait for it to open.
Yeah.
So,
$20.99.
all right. No, hope not. But,
My great grandkids will get to see it.
I don't know how they find more places to put things in Disneyland, but they are really
I'm
good
really
at
not surprised that there's not a second story to Disneyland yet.
it. No, because they can't go underground.
Well, they could, but the earth quakes a lot there.
Yeah, it's not an option. So, oh well. All right. We have some All-Star and Pop Century refurbishments coming on. Disney's value resorts, including All-Star Movies, Music, and Sports, Pop Century, and Artimation. Wow, Art of Animation, all of them.
Yeah.
Have received exciting refurbishments that enhance their playful theming and immersive storytelling while maintaining affordability. Highlights of the updates are new character murals at All-Star Resorts featuring Goofy, Mickey, and Donald, adding humor, charm, and hidden Disney Easter eggs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. World premiere food court at All-Star Movies now features parody movie posters of Mickey and friends at the Hollywood-inspired atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Goofy Gifts and Sundries at All-Star Sports now has hardwood floors designed to resemble a basketball court, plus playful Goofy-themed graphics. All right. Pop Century Resorts, everything pop and dining received a vibrant new color scheme and brand new coffee shop. All right. Beyond the refreshed look, guests still enjoy themed pools with Disney music underwater. I thought they got rid of that.
Yep.
Fun recreational activities and exclusive perks like early park entry and complimentary transportation. These resorts ensure that the magic continues even outside the parks.
Right.
So we still have underwater music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they got rid of
They
it
must
too.
have fixed. I thought they fixed that. Maybe they fixed it.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the next story is the It Makes Me Jealous list.
Yes, completely.
These are all the things that are happening for the 70th anniversary at Disneyland, which is happening this July. So let's talk about new and returning entertainment. First of all, the World of Color is now the World of Color Happiness. It's a new nighttime spectacular at Disney California Adventure, featuring Pixar's Inside Out characters, music from Disney and Pixar, and performances by Boys to Men and Fitz. I think I could do without the last two. They have nothing to do with Disney. Next up, we're going to get then the Paint the Night Parade is coming back. A fan favorite will return to Disneyland Park, featuring Disney and Pixar characters with over 1 million LED lights. Then you're going to get the Wondrous Journey. This is a projection fireworks show on the castle celebrating Disney's animation classics like Moana, Encanto, and Hercules. Then you're going to get the Better Together, a Pixar Pal celebration, a daytime parade at California Adventure, featuring Pixar favorite film Luca, Turning Red, and Up. Next is the Tapestry of Happiness, a light and projection show at It's a Small World, honoring Disneyland's legacy with music, animation, and Mary Blair-inspired visuals. And last but not least on the entertainment list is the Celebration Happy Cavalcade. This is a character-filled procession at Disneyland featuring rare characters like Duffy and Shelley May. Then there's going to be some theming and decor and special touches. So Cinderella's Castle, not Cinderella, sorry, wrong building. Sleeping Beauty's castle will be adorned with elegant anniversary medallion, a 50-foot glass sculpture in the Esplanade, celebrating Disney's original 5 lands, Mickey and Minnie special 7. Hopefully it's not going to be made of ice. Mickey and Minnie in a special 70th outfits and festive decorations across the resort, including Downtown Disney and Disneyland hotels. Carthay Circle restaurant illuminated with lights, projections, and music, celebrating the milestone as well. Other attraction enhancements will be It's a Small World. We'll get a Miguel and Dante from Coco join the Mexico scene with a Marigold Bridge backdrop, and Toy Story Midway Mania hidden 70th anniversary Easter eggs throughout the attraction. So starts all in July, kids. Fire it up. Book your trip now.
When do we get ours?
All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Where was
We had
our
a
60?
50th. We had a 50th, and nothing because the pandemic crushed the life out of it. We got nothing. Nothing happened here. Not a damn thing. Nothing. Meanwhile, the parade goes on over at Disneyland. Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
We'll remember that.
Hooray.
We'll remember that. So, I listen. You couldn't do it during the pandemic. You should have said fine. Listen, we couldn't do anything during the pandemic, but you know what? Once we do open up, we're going to try and bring some 50th anniversary things to the park, so we can celebrate with everybody. Anyway,
The right way.
correct. My 2 cents. Peace out, Iger.
Well, when you get another survey, being in the parks,
Or when I write another letter to Bob.
you still would fill that server up, don't you?
Dear Bob, I understand the 70th is happening at Disneyland and they're getting a lot of nice things. Can you list for me the things that did happen at Disney World for the 50th? Oh,
And what's going to happen for the 60th?
oh, the paper's blank. I get it. I got you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Thank you for the blank piece of paper. All right, kids. How about a little headline?
News.
And now, the headline news.
All right, Michelin star chef opens a new restaurant at Disneyland Paris. I forgot to write down his name. I'm sorry. It's a Michelin star chef. He's opening a restaurant at Disneyland Paris. That's cool. Welcome to the club. The M. Mouse Mercantile reopened at Disney's Grand Floridian. It was shut down for huge rehab. Huge rehab. Hey, did you see any pictures of the Emporium rehab at the Magic Kingdom?
I have not. No.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like a Target now. Yeah. Yeah.
That bad or that good?
Oh yeah. No, that bad. Yeah.
Does it have a dollar spot?
They almost sucked all the theming out of the building again, but I regress. Anyway, go take a look at. We'll have to have a discussion about that on a podcast.
Your chef is Chef Jean Imbert or Limbert.
That is correct.
That is correct.
That is correct. With Starbucks on the west side going under rehab, and they still haven't told us what's going to happen over there. Summer
It's
House,
a major inside rehaul.
yeah, Summer House on the lake will offer grab-and-go breakfast items at the cookie area. Don't go to the restaurant part. Go to the cookie area. They'll have grab-and-go breakfast things because Starbucks is.
I was like, thanks to Starbucks not being open.
Exactly. Hey, new spring menu at the Brown Derby. A lot of fresh flavors over there. So they got some new menu items. Go check those out. Disney files a Zootopia set installation permit over at the Animal Kingdom. So it's happening, kids. We're getting Zootopia.
Hooray! Boo 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 boo.
Yeah, pew pew pew. So, all right, that's all we got.
That's
That's
it.
all we got. Any other interesting things you want to share?
I don't know. Did you? I think we've covered. Maybe you did the whole garage and Orange Garage is finally all done.
Yeah,
Which
garages are
it
done.
doesn't looks like it didn't do anything, but it's done.
Yeah.
So
I think
and
they
other
fixed
than
some of the
Starbucks.
lights.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
They're brighter. They work now.
Yeah.
So and other than Starbucks, even though I don't want to give away where I'll go, but Summer House giving away, but the donut shop right there by
Yeah.
Splitsville does offer some breakfast items too.
Yeah.
So,
Or donuts.
not many, but or donuts. They're also breakfast and lunch and dinner
Yeah.
and a snack. So
Yeah.
or
There's
you could
not
have
many-
half for breakfast.
Yeah, there's not many breakfast things down at that side.
No, unless you want brunch,
Mario
but
and
that's only
Enzo's
on a
isn't.
Sunday.
Yeah. SDK is a brunch, obviously.
Yeah,
Splitsville's not open for breakfast.
no.
What about CityWorks? CityWorks is no, they
I
do.
don't know.
they do
They have a
brunch.
brunch.
They just.
I
do
say
brunch.
most of the places down there only do a brunch.
Yeah. So, well, have your breakfast before you go, or go to the
Yeah.
other side.
Or go to Marketplace and at least get a coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they have, but a coffee.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
where I
that-
went on Saturday.
That
Or
Starbucks
Sunday.
being closed is going to be very disappointing for a very long time. I have a feeling.
Good amount of months, I'll tell you that.
No, I hope they do.
And
it
the
quickly.
walls are already up. So
Yeah, I just hope they do. it
we
quickly.
can't unrent a wall.
No, we can't put it in the wood chipper.
No. I don't think there's a day goes by without a wall staying up.
Yeah, what they should have done, if they were smart, was they have those food trucks. They should have made one a Starbucks food truck.
Yeah. Oh, standalone.
Or use the NBA experience, which is empty.
It still is until the rest of it gets built of what's possibly going to go in there.
We'll see. We'll see if that happens. All right, kids. Hey, thanks for
Yeah.
listening.
Yes, thank you.
Please don't forget, we're live on Mondays on YouTube. Visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. The Etsy store, which is stitchintime00.etsy.com. Visit our sponsors, DVCBYResale.com, or give them a call at 1-800-844-4099 and visit Destinations to Travel. And please tell the Disney Parks Podcast sent you. All right, Mr. James, as we like to say around here, we'll see you
in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Dun, dun,